How shocked do we imagine Prince Harry will be on learning today that he has lost a High Court challenge over his demands for public-funded protection when visiting the UK? Off the scale? Probably something of an understatement. After all, this entitled, self-destructive royal still thinks he should enjoy all the privileges of his birthright when spending time in Britain and without paying the price. Even though he huffily quit the UK on a turbocharged rocket of resentment back in 2020, yet despite no longer being a working royal, or working anything, given the lamentable roll call of failed enterprises post-Megxit, the king's second son expects to have it all. Harry launched his failed legal challenge after being told he would no longer be given the same degree of taxpayer-funded security when in the country. Now, in what's clearly a sensible move by the courts, the Duke of Netflix has failed to overturn this decision, which saw his security status downgraded after he stopped being a working royal. As if we needed reminding, Harry seems to want to have his royal cake, eat it and then market and monetize it. The succession of toxic revelations, from bombshell interviews to his gloves-off memoir Spare, were reflective of someone who clearly had no consideration for how it might damage the royal family. Consequently, the overpowering smell of burnt bridges was surely unmistakable. Not a man known for his appreciation of irony or satire, the fact Harry should then demand, in his lawyer's words, protective security from the state, whenever he is in Great Britain, because of his position within the royal family and factors concerning his past and present situations, is up there with some of the all-time howlers relating to this misguided young man. In fairness, Home Office lawyers told the High Court prince that Harry would still have publicly funded police security, based on bespoke arrangements, specifically tailored to him, rather than the automatic security provided for full-time working royals. This is a decision that makes perfect sense. So if he moves within the orbit of the House of Windsor and consequent officialdom, it is only right that he is protected. Anything else should come out of his pocket. Harry previously argued that the ruling could have an impact on future visits to the UK, his mitigation essentially that a lower level of security would make it difficult for him to come here with his family. Not perhaps a matter of concern given that when the king announced his cancer diagnosis, his son spent less than an hour with him before flying back to California. In fairness, perhaps Harry's truncated visiting time had something to do with concern by the officials and the family for the stress such a visit may place on the ailing monarch.